Hello, my friends. Today, I want to speak on how our parents trained us to hate stealing. Years ago, a plumber came to my house to fix some pipes. After his job, he left behind his hammer, that big iron head hammer. About a month before that time, I've wanted to buy such hammer to do some works at home, but I've not had time to search the market for it. The hammer was in my house for days, and I wondered how or why an artisan will forget such an important tool in the house of his client. I want to think that he has forgotten he left the hammer in my house. Then something told me, just keep it. He has forgotten it here, and he wouldn't remember where it is. I clearly heard that voice, and immediately I said, God forbid bad thing. Not me, not in my house. I won't set my house ablaze. Now, this is the cocoa of my post. You see, when I was young, my daddy had a way of explaining negative events. I remember when people had accidents, my daddy, my parent will say, why will they not have accident when they stole money to buy that car? If a house got burnt, I remember my daddy would say, why will the house not get burnt? When they stole money, everything in that house, they stole money to buy it. You know, that was my daddy's attitude to issues like that. Any negative thing that happened to people around us, my daddy would always link it to some negative behavior they must have committed at a particular time. My mommy will back him up and say, Ishe okindedeshe. I mean, Yoruba people will understand what I mean. That is, evil don't just happen. Gradually, it sank in me that if you steal, your house could get burnt. If you keep another man's property in your house, expect a negative repercussion. This frame of mind is today fixed in me as my bones. Of course, I have grown to know that not all fire incidents or accidents are caused by stealing habits of the occupant. No. Many thieves do get away with their loot. I mean, you know what is happening in Nigeria. But somewhere in me, the fear is deeply ingrained. The fear is deep. The fear is real. I don't know if you'll agree with me that sometimes you can't outgrow your background. It's like you can take the monkey out of the bush, but you can't take the bush out of the monkey. Throughout the time that hammer was in my house, I was imagining or seeing fire happening in my house. I had to instruct my wife to call the artisan to come and pick his wahala out of my house. Now, this was how my parents brought so many of us up. And the same thing with so many parents that time. I wonder what has happened to the current children who are not bothered to scam other people. I know of a guy who specializes in bringing to his house things from his office. He is in the maintenance department. When the company buys an electric bulb, he has a way of bringing the bulb from the office to his house, and he will take the one in his house to his office. The new tire of his official car, he had a way of changing his own car, I mean the tire of his car, with the tire body, and then he will make another requisition in his office. And know what? He feels very cool with this. But people like this don't know that somewhere, somehow, someday in their lives, they will pay back. Except there is no God in heaven who rules in the affairs of men. I think we are facing an emergency in our society where stealing is becoming so attractive. Some children will bring rulers, pencils, sharpeners, erasers their parents did not buy for them. Wear clothes, shoes, etc. their parents did not buy for them. And most parents won't ask questions from where did they get them. But these parents can say Atiku is a thief, Tinubu is a thief, Buhari is a thief, this politician is a thief, and stuff like that. What a shame. Parents of those days, especially mothers, monitor their children bumper to bumper. The mamas knows how many pants they bought for their children. If they see a strange pant with the child, they will ask question. The mamas know how many shirts, blouses their children have. They monitor our sisters to the extent of knowing when they do their periods. Ask the elderly ones around you. They will tell you how their mamas will say, I've not seen you do your time. Oh. Our mamas call menstruation, they call it time. They know when their daughters do it, and they secretly watch out. If any girl is pregnant, 1 week pregnancy, our mamas know. They have their native methods of knowing. They will say, let me see your hands. They will sometimes pull down the lower eyelids and they will tell you, and you know what? They don't miss it. She is pregnant, they will say. You don't mess around with our mamas. But these Indomie mothers we have now, they know nothing. If their children are caught stealing in school, they are ready to go there and slap the teachers for calling their children thieves. Things have gone wrong in our society. Mothers, when your children come back from school, check their bags for rulers, pencils, biros you did not buy for them. When you find these things in their bag, tell them, from where did you get these? And tell them, don't ever return home with things I did not buy for you. They start sitting up. Mothers, parents, when your children return from school, search their bags. Ask them, where did you get this blouse from? Where did you get this shirt from? Where did you get these trousers from? When they find out that their parents will not brook things like this, they sit up and they know that they have no hiding place. Those days, our parents threaten us with teachers. They will tell you, I will take your matter to your teacher. I will report you to your teacher. Those days, we fear teachers. It's not like now that parents will tell you, take me to your teacher. Take me to your teacher. And they will get there and they start quoting teacher. No, we fear our teachers that time. Parents, stop cheapening teachers before your children. Pastors also. This prosperity teaching is leading us nowhere. When any church member comes to church and give a kind of bogus money that you notice that we don't even know what this guy is doing, call him and ask questions. What job are you doing? When church members find out that their pastor will ask questions, they will sit up. When they find out that their money means nothing to them there, they will sit up. Let us be very careful with the way we worship money, with the way we do things over money. This thing is destroying our society, that some of us today, we wonder what will happen to this country after we have gone to meet with our Lord. I thank you all. I believe that we have learned 1 or 2 lessons today. How to instill the fear of stealing in the hearts of our children. I thank my parents for doing this for me. Guess what I'm doing? Is mentoring masterclass. Bye.